Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. So today we are doing a A-frame house that has some like sunken bits and bits that are cut out and some interesting layouts and stuff. I kind of had an envision of creating a house that kind of had stairs that go up to a balcony, and then there was like a sunken sort of living area space. So that's kind of the inspiration for this house. I kind of wanted a flow from the stairs into the living area, and I did actually do some stuff that I haven't actually tried before in this house as well. Some kind of cool new layouts for the kitchen and some other stuff as well. That was very, very descriptive right there. And this video is coming out on a Friday again because I have had a busy week. Everything kind of just happened yesterday and had no time to do anything. I had to stay an extra hour at work, and it was just a fun day yesterday, and I had a lovely headache to enjoy afterwards, so that's always good. But we're just doing the layout of the house. So we've got this nice big balcony area that looks down onto the main living part, which is all open plan, and then that's where the master bedroom is. And then up on the top floor here we have a bedroom for a teen or something that's kind of gone to university, and sort of it was their bedroom but it's kind of not anymore. And then we've got another teen's bedroom that has a wild color scheme to match her wild hair. I kind of made the room, I was just like, I need to make a sim that looks just like this and have like the same color hair and everything, and I actually managed to do it, which was quite funny. You will see her in the screenshots and you'll be like, yeah, she exactly matches her bedroom. So that was fun. I was trying to use different windows on this build as well, because I was like, yeah, I don't get the opportunity to use some. I wanted big like paned windows, but I wanted some that actually had like detailing down them, so they just want big massive sheets of glass. And then I tried to do some fun stuff with the little windows, because the big ones were good, but I needed more light, and I thought it'd be interesting to try and make some fun patterns and stuff. And then we have it's all on a foundation, of course, because that's how you make the sunken bits, and that means you can make some lovely little borders outside the front of the garden. So going very, very formal and trying to squidge in all the plants. That's why I keep having to move the camera into the right position, or the plants just end up going on the foundation, which is a bit annoying if it happens like all the time. And then I use quite a modern sort of paving around it. We've got like a blue sort of wavy texture from, I think it's the fitness stuff that I use for the outside. And then I wanted to make a little garage area as well, because I realised that side of the house wasn't big enough to fit a little carport in. So I thought I've got this kind of odd space at the other side, because I built it off to one side. So I thought that would be quite nice for a little garage. And I actually connected it through and split it off a bit, so we actually have a downstairs bathroom area, and kind of utilise the space a bit more. And the master bedroom has an ensuite as well, so that's out in the little bit that kind of sticks out the back. And then we've got a bathroom upstairs as well, but the two rooms upstairs are not big enough to put a bathroom in. It was kind of hard to put windows that matched each other as well, because you always find that you find a good window to use, and then you can never find anything that goes with it. So I had that problem in droves in this house. I'm using the nice shiny floor from City Living to have some nice clean floor, but I did actually kind of add colour and stuff into this house. It's kind of not just a black, white and grey house. I did want to inject some colour into it, even though we are starting off with some grey sofas which are my favourite modern sofa, but we do put that colour in we're starting off with the lovely blue mat, and I got to use some of the new coffee table. Well, I didn't use the new coffee table. I used that lovely Seasons ones, which I don't think I've actually used yet because it's a big boy and it doesn't fit in many places. So it was nice to actually put that in there, and it turns out to have a very nice lighting effect through that front window, especially at certain times of the day. It casts some very attractive shadows over the kitchen and the living space. I also quite liked it that the sofas were exactly the height of the foundation, so it kind of tucked them right underneath, and you didn't need a fence or anything above to kind of separate the spaces off. And the tree is clipping through the build still. I never changed that. And then underneath the stairs I put a little built-in desk area, so I kind of put the table inside the bookshelf, and we've got a little lamp and one of the modern computers as well. So I thought it'd be a nice space just to tuck it into the corner. And we've already got seating and stuff, so we didn't really need to add any of that. But it's sort of, the desk area is normally a good thing to put under the stairwell. And we also put a bookcase on the other side as well, where the kitchen will be. So it's kind of a nice divider that kind of uses the height of the space as well, and it also fits under where the balcony bit at the top is. So this is the kitchen, so I'm actually using it as a little barrier between the living area and the kitchen, so you can wash up and look over the living area and watch the TV and stuff. And then we brought in a bit of pop of red with the fridge and the microwave and the cooker as well, because I thought they'd be like buying stuff like Smeg stuff, and they're always really bright and colourful. And we got this sort of neutral jungle adventures counters as well, which I thought were a nice colour, just to contrast with all the grey and the white, but still keeping it natural. And I put the cooker inside the cabinet. I think it works. I think they were cooking away on it, but I didn't want to kind of have the exposed back of the cooker. I want to keep some clean lines. And then I put a little table in that was the same colour as well, just to have an extra space for preparing stuff. I did consider putting the fan in, and it didn't really work, so I put the little lights that looked like they were bar lights, or I think they look a bit like the bowling lights as well, but they work quite well for kitchen lights, and brought some nice light in as well. And then we've got a little dining area that's tucked away in the corner that leads out onto the patio bit. So we just got some actually all base game stuff for the kitchen, which is very surprising. It had caught my eye clearly for its nice modern whiteness, and using some of the big sculptures from the fitness stuff as well, because that pack brings a lot of good modern stuff in there. And just adding a little chair and some paintings by the door to the garage. So in the garage we have the classic garage stuff, which is some more red washing machines and dryers, the little decoration box, the woodworking table, and the water balloon stuff, all the things you need in a garage. I did put a cart in there as well later on, because I thought it would have some realism to it. And this is the downstairs bathroom, so we're using the Season stuff in this one because it looked like a very industrial kind of bathroom, mixing it with the fitness stuff as well, because that all kind of goes nicely together. And I needed an excuse to put that plant in. I was like, where can we put this? It fits in lovely behind the cabinet on the living area. And then adding a bit of green into the bathroom as well with that lovely painting, which I think I've used it so many times. And then this is the master bedroom. So at the moment it's a bit small, so I actually moved the wall a bit closer, so we've got less of a balcony, because you wouldn't be able to fit hardly anything in there if we had it the size it was before. And I also brought in that pop of blue on the wall as well, just to add in a bit of colour, and that's also on the outside as well. So we've got a bit of a contrast between the like downstairs and the top, the floors that go upwards. And we used the bigger slabs of wood for the bedside tables as well. We've got a little built-in wardrobe that has a custom vanity in there as well, and we've also got one of the big jungle adventure mirrors as well, and another pot plant because you can never go wrong with a load of pot plants. I think it looked quite cool with the 4 little windows at the top there as well, so it feels very nice and cozy in there. And we brought in a little bit of pop of yellow as well, just to contrast with the blue, which is always a nice colour scheme to go with. And we've got lots of wardrobe space, and just kind of adding in a few personal bits and bobs over the little side table as well, which they have a few things on. And then just out here we have a few of the plants and a little bit of a seating area, and the small bookcase as well, just to kind of fill that space under the stairs. So it wasn't actually a very big space, so you couldn't put too much stuff in there. And then this is the upstairs. So we've got the bathroom, which is the little thin room off to the side, and then we have the bedrooms here. So this is the younger teens room, so she is very into pink and blue, as you will be able to tell, because everything in this room is pink or blue. And I quite enjoyed just going very over the top with the colours, but still trying to keep it sort of somewhat aesthetically pleasing. But it was quite fun trying to put all the different colours together. We do have a few white things, and obviously the carpet's a neutral colour, but it's quite a fun room. It definitely reflects the Sims personality that lives in here. It's sort of a very musical person, and looks very much as though she's jumped out of the Get Together expansion pack with the clothes she's wearing and the little hat I gave her. And then this is her older siblings' room, so it's kind of got a more muted tone, but you kind of see that it's a room that hasn't been stayed in for a very long time, so he's probably moved out, or as I said before, gone to uni or something. I wish we had that expansion pack, because I loved Sims University in all the other Sims games, and it was always super fun trying to burn the whole entire place down while you were having a house party. So I hope they do bring that in sometime, because that would be a very fun let's play to do, or even just like some sort of school thing that we can do just to have some more fun, silly role-playing stuff. And I was decorating the hallway as well. I was trying to find a little sculpture thing I could put in there, so I was like, use the weird cubey thing, and it also brings back the red colour as well. And then on the outside, actually make a little pool area down the side here, because I thought that would be a nice little space. You wouldn't be able to swim that much in it. And I put a little glass fence around it, because I know in some countries it's kind of the law that you have to put a glass fence around, and it kind of worked to kind of block it off from the rest of the neighbourhood as well. And then just move the tree, and made a little flower bed in the garden, and put some sand under it, because I forgot that Bredlington Bay has like a sandy undertone to the grass bits. And obviously you can't, I over painted the grass that was there so I could actually blend some stuff in, because the only annoying thing about Bredlington Bay is that it doesn't have the grass texture in the terrain paint, which is so annoying. I don't know why they haven't patched that in yet. It surely can't be too hard to put it in. But we have a little seating area by the pool that has a shade, and then we have a little barbecue up the top, and a little seating area on the main deck bit. And then I put in the wall hanging plants, but kind of put them in the wall, so it kind of looked like they had actually attached them to the wall instead of having like the weird backboard to it. They're making a little border with a bit more of some exotic sort of plants that you might find by the sea and then fill it in with some sand, which kind of worked nice with the white of the planks, the floorboards as well that I put outside. And there wasn't any room for me to put anything else out here, so I put some yoga mats as towels, because that's always a classic thing to do. And then putting in a thermostat and stuff as well, just so they can control the temperature. This would be a quite nice place to chill out in the summer, and just a few extra windows because the sides were looking a bit odd, because I'm normally used to houses that don't have sides where you can barely see them. So I was like, cover them in green, which kind of brought them a bit more to life, and it looked like the building had been there for a bit longer than just being plonked on the ground. But that was, I think we are nearly at the end of the build, just fiddling around with everything. So these are the screenshots. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!